Hello again, we are back for another episode. We got 2 more episodes of this, and then followed by some recording for Anti-Birth for later today. Alright, last run was really powerful. We went down to the dark room stuff and did our little shindig there. Blue baby, huh? Okay. It's gonna be one of these. Oh, XL, huh? Cool. WJ31MZ4K. Yeah, in my last video I kind of talked about I had like a myriad of things I gotta do. And I had to put this thing on hold, which thank goodness for OBS and its ability to like pause recordings instead of like having to combine the clips and render it and all that other jazz like the old days. Really nice. Anyways, I saw a woman today and she was like decked out in like some kind of a pink sweatshirt or something like that. And she had like a pink undershirt too, which, whatever, it's pink, you know, it's girly, whatever. And it had like pink shoes too, tennis shoes, and all that stuff. But what kind of threw me off wasn't that, it was like her color coordination stuff. Like, I'm not a fashion designer. Like, I have, you know, art experience to a degree. So I have a sense of understanding about color combinations and stuff like that. So what she was wearing was this this kind of a dark green, sort of like an olive oil, not oil, well, not olive oil. You know what I mean, olive like color to it. And I mean, like, you know, complements with the darks, of course. But for me, it was like, what? I mean, she was wearing like black socks, and you're wondering, it's like, wow, you're very observant. It's like, I'm like, to you, it's like, thank you. Because like, well, the reason why it caught me off guard with that, with being so observant with that, it's like, I'm trying to like look at her and then try to like process like what's kind of going through her head with like how this whole color scheme choice what would be for her to like accomplish with whatever, I don't know. Because like she was wearing black socks too, and so like the black obviously complements with the pink because it's a huge not polar vortex. It's a huge like shift in the color spectrum. Now, as far as dark green goes, like, for me, I feel like that's kind of a weird thing. You got a light pink. This is light pink, keep in mind. Maybe some forms of it was kind of dark, too. But not super dark form. And anyways, she was wearing this with the green pants. And it's like, I mean, whatever. Oh, look at that. 1/3 guppy. Anyways, yeah, she just was wearing that. Now, what might have looked since and might look even better on her is like black pants, or at least, you know, dark blue jeans or something. You know, I'm not really truly being picky or anything with her colors and stuff. It's just like, for someone like me, in my perspective, it's like it might look a little better. I don't know. I mean, it's her choice, like, whatever. I mean, I wasn't the most well-dressed kid either when I was a kid. Like, when I was in I think it might have been late, what is it, late grade school through most of middle school, I wasn't really wearing the most fashionable stuff either. Like, I was like, man, what was I wearing? I was wearing like shoes, but they were like, I don't know why my mom got them for me. Maybe because like I was just lazy to like tie my shoes. But like, the thing about it was, She got these shoes for me, and these were like Velcro shoes. That's right. I mean, I already knew how to not solve. I already knew how to tie my shoes long before like I ever got these shoes, so that wasn't the issue. I knew how to tie them properly. Of course, I had a teacher trying to teach me how to tie the shoes her way, and her way is somehow the only way to do it, even though it isn't. There's like a number of ways to tie knots. So eat that. Same teacher who like trying to like force me to do cursive, even though cursive is pretty much dead now. But who would have thunk it that would be the case? Tiny room monster, huh? And also in middle school, like I was wearing a lot of long sleeve shirt stuff and pants, usually gray pants, nothing stylish. I was just like a goofy looking kid back then, I guess. Now I look like much more pretty now. Or maybe pretty is not the right word, but you know what I mean. More handsome. Oh, he said it. He said it. He's handsome. Let's see. And I dress far better now. Those days are old. Those days are gone now. Wearing sweatpants. Though I think sweatpants are pretty good when it comes to like, you know, exercising. If it isn't too hot out, or like do it for the winter kind of thing. It's more comfortable. And our second guppy item. Look at this. Goodness gracious. I think at this point we're 2/3 way to guppy already. Like on Excel floor. Like I think we'll just keep with the doctor's remote because we do in fact have a lack of bombs here. So we need a good tears rate, and we can make this Jacob's Ladder pop some more. But yeah, like, I wasn't very fashionable. Even like in high school, I was a little better. But I think in middle school time, I had kind of a weight issue too. So that kind of attributed to like dressing the way I was dressing to kind of cover up the fact that I was a chunker. I mean, in high school, a few times I wore a tux for, what was it, prom? Like the big one? It's homecoming, it was prom, I think. I don't know. I'm losing track. It's been such a while. I wore a tux a few times. And what's cool was, like, because of it was a small town stuff, you get under a certain program where you can, like, rent tuxes for free for the dances. I wore a pretty stylish tux though. Had some dances and stuff like that, which it wasn't bad. I was decked out. A lot of students wasn't as decked out. So I felt rich even though I was poor. But you know, they didn't know that too much. Man, what else? Like, so I also wore a tux for my brother's wedding. Now that one was rented from one of my family members. It wasn't bad. And what else? I wanted to get a suit like several years ago, but my brother and I kind of held off with it. Decided because like I should like lose some weight first. Because, yeah, with that is like, with that kind of ordeal, like, I agree. Kind of thinking now, it's like, Yeah, I lost like so much weight, like those pants and whatever else is not gonna fit me, and that would be an issue if I get an expensive suit too. I can't wear anymore. I mean, I could, but it's gonna look pretty baggy. There we go. Lemon party. We need 5 more cents for champion build, though. Might as well go in a curse room because we've got one more guppy like item we need left. And 9 lives is in there. That'd be touchy, but that's 9 lives. Like that's something additional. And let's try a Hail Mary here. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we got that. That thing. So that's cool. If we got a 9 volt, then we could do it every room. Goal. What we got going on here? Not a whole lot. All right. Well, it didn't hurt to check here. Okay. Pretty much did what we could do to get some money on this floor, I think. Except there's a chest here. What's this? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to go over there. I mean, what else did I wear? Like, I mean, I wore a little bit of tie-dye stuff when I was younger. That was kind of a thing, I guess. What was pretty dope, which I couldn't get because, like, okay, now we can do this. I would take the other thing. Well, wait a minute. Well, this is gonna be risky biscuits, so I forgot to give you extra health here, so we can do this. All right. See you never. So I think what we're going to do here is we're just going to get some spirit hearts. Well, grassy. Let's see. That would be a nice... Oh, hello. Goodbye. And I'm saving 5 cents because I've saved 5 cents. Why not? Okay. Flooded caves too. What we got in here? Maybe. Now this is looking even nicer now. Now we got piercing shots. A little bit more damage, I think. Like these runs are just falling out of control, really. Let's see. I mean, there's nothing negative with that. And in high school, I wore like a lot of like jeans and stuff. I was like transitioning from like, you know, sweatpants to like jeans after I was starting to lose some weight and getting more into exercising. Which is very nice. By then, the girls were just complimenting me with having nice glutes. Let's see here. Okay, we've been there. Alright, let's see here. Trying to see what else with clothes. So, like, when I was a kid, too, like, I had, like, a lot of, like, sweaters that my mom bought. I don't think I've ever had a sweater that was made for me. Maybe I did. I just can't remember. Just everything's a blur these days. It's just so long ago. I had like a sweater that was like black, red, green. It was more on the lines of a Christmas sweater, kind of striped. It had some Christmas trees on there. I wonder where that sucker is. I think I still have it somewhere. Obviously I can't fit it anymore, but I want to see it. I've got photos of me somewhere too wearing it. I also got a photo somewhere when I was a baby, wearing just blue shorts, no shirt, just sitting in a lawn chair on the farm. Like, just acting like, you know, I'm just the hottest thing there. I mean, I was. I mean, I still am, but I'm talking about like at the time. Yeah. Oh, this is, all right, what we got here? All right, we'll take this. Yeah. Yeah. Yay. Goodbye. Oh, doctor's, not doctor's remote. I have it. Car battery. I remember in high school, they had stuff like pajama day and stuff like that going on. And then at my university, like, I was reading something posted somewhere. So so they have these like little gimmick events and specials. Every time it's getting closer to the end of the semester, so like shortly before finals or finals week. And they do it to try to decompress and distract students from their own problems. Mostly from the stresses of exam days. And anywho, so they had like snack day, so it's like we're gonna give you apples and stuff, you know, nutrition, coffee, donuts, you know, all that delicious stuff, right? Well, the problem was like they had something to where it was like, it's pajama day, and I'm like, what is this? Pajama day for college students, adults? And it's like, what is this topsy-turvy world here? You know, things like that. Now, like some of the other stuff wasn't bad, like the food stuff, and then like they had the therapy dog, which is kind of cool. It's not a whole lot of people have like access to animals or establishments where they can, you know, utilize, you know, ways to take care of them or have the resources. So it's kind of cool that that kind of thing is there. But aside from that, pajama day, like what on earth? What are you trying to accomplish with pajama day here? You're not a child anymore. You're a grown adult paying an expensive tuition to go to college there to get a degree and get a career. Besides, I don't have pajamas. I mean, I suppose, like, I could dress naked, but, like, I don't think anyone would, like, accept me there as being one of them if I did that. Going there all full commando. Yeah. Now, they're gonna be, like, doing all sorts of, like, crazy stuff to me with, like, getting me in trouble with the law and all that, so I can't do that. And, like, this Mask of Infinity is just, like, saved us several times. Okay. Now we've got the money. Cool. I've got the power. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they've been doing that stuff with COVID going on, because that would have been kind of even more weirder. Hey guys, I got my pajamas on. Get away from me. You sicko. You got a snotty nose and everything. I don't know. What are they gonna do, like bring teddy bears next? I don't know. Like high school, it's a little different because you're still somewhat, you know, young-ish for little things like that. But like with college, it's like, I don't know. Like, I didn't really participate in pajama day. Like they had like these different things in high school. So like pajama day was one of them, and then they had like other stuff that again I can't remember. I think they were just as tame or just cookie and weird and stuff, but it's just whatever. I think they had like a 90s throwback day or something. But the thing is, like, not a whole lot of people were participating either, so... Because, like, they have so many these different, like, dress-up days and whatever, and, like, people didn't really want to get into it, so... And I don't blame them. I still didn't have pajamas when I was in high school. Come on, I'm, like, freaking old at that point. But, yeah, pajama day. I'd be like, oh, this is a grade school day, huh? I don't know, I'll be like my boxers and briefs and that's it, I guess. Whatever. That's my minimum standards when it comes to, like, your clothing requirements in your school for this day. You can't, like, argue with me if this is pajama day. If I go naked, then you're going to be screaming at me. Throw me out of the building. And what else? I mean, I've talked about before in one of the episodes, but like gym requirements with like wearing like short sleeves and short sleeve t-shirts and shorts and stuff like that. And like, I mean, that was kind of a thing, just dressing back and forth. It was kind of a pain too, because you got to carry your clothes, and I mean, you could take them to your locker, but then it's like you got to go to your locker, and just, you know, just a mess of things, really. Now for Halloween, like, now that's a blur when I was a kid. That's a super blur because I could only remember so much. Like, well, you know what? I can't even organically remember Halloween to an extent. So, like, I remembered in grade school, I was dressed up like this. So I had like this part of this alien costume set up, but then something happened to the mask some years before or something prior to this Halloween thing at school. And was that my brother that had that? Okay, I'm confused now. Maybe I was originally the alien and then something happened to the mask and then he had my costume and then he had something else going on. Oh no, he had like a red like Scream like mask looking thing on top of this, you know, green and black thing. I still got that green and black thing somewhere. Hell, I even got a Pennywise thing. I don't know why I got a Pennywise costume. I thought I was gonna scare some people in my hometown a little bit. I mean, not like in the sense of like, you know, jumping at them with a knife or something so I could get shot. No, nothing like that. Or mugged. Or whatever. Nothing like that. Just something casual. You just like walk around in town with, and oh, look at that, a knife. It's gonna ruin our synergy, but whatever. I ain't complaining about a knife here. Krampus ain't bad either, I mean. I think we just take this. Why not? This run is pretty much in the bag. I have stories too about people who dressed up, you know, their own, you know, unique ways. Is this about squirrely kids again? I mean, yeah, like from the other episode, I've talked about, you know, the adventures of different squirrely kids over the years. So this is kind of something like that, kind of, but more of the fashion sense. So the one squirrely kid that, you know, was I talked about before with me discovering the bathroom covered in poop, smeared over the walls and stuff. So he would typically, even in high school too, he typically would wear like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon like t-shirt stuff, like he's like some grade school kid. Again, it's like his mentality thing, of course, but still. Anyways, just the context is just, you know, being strange. For the sake of this topic. And so, like, he wore that. He wore, I think he might have wore, like, flip-flops with socks. And there was also the kid I talked about before with having anger issues and didn't want to dress up for gym and stuff. Now, in middle school, and I even had him in high school too, but not for gym. Or any other class. But he, anywho, he would do the same thing. He would wear the same thing. Socks with sandals. And that's another requirement too in those gym classes. You have to have tennis shoes. But of course, for someone like him, he didn't have to. Because he is somehow immune to the rules. I don't know, if I was a pudgy kid and my parents were like copping me out like that, like I'd probably feel really bad to be like, oh, mom or dad, like, I don't need you to like tell my teacher that I don't have to wear stuff like the other kids because I'm fat. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how that scenario would play out. I think for this kid, he just had some other problems, and it's like he didn't care about his self-image. Also, we could have... Okay. Well, the keys are not a problem, really. Get the keys, report to the bridge. Then the one kid I was talking about in one of my episodes that did his not MFA. I'm getting those mixed up. His, I don't even know anybody that got their MFA. Come to think of it, I don't know why I keep bringing it up. Maybe because it's a program I've heard of. But anyways, he went to the MMA or you know what I mean, fight thing. Kind of like a fight club or something, but it's like official. I don't know. And people talk about it. And anyways, he, in middle school, because I don't remember high school, grade school so much, but in middle school, he was in this goth phase. So like a lot of students were in their goth phase. And, anyways, he would just dress in like short sleeve shirts, you know, black shirts usually. It's got like maybe some band on there. I think it was like the band Korn, which makes sense with that era and like that whole generic like theme and stuff. And maybe some Metallica shirts too, if I'm remembering correctly. And nothing, I mean, there's nothing too wrong with the kid. It's just a fad, a phase, you know. It didn't really stick too long. And I remember one time I was on the bus, was going to school, and at the time, like, so if it's not too cold out, then we could stand outside and we have to wait until we can be let in, which kind of sucked because there were days where it's just too cold. There's exceptions where, yeah, if it's too cold, or if it's way too hot, or if it's raining or snowing, to a degree, we go in and we just I don't know, I want those items. I mean, the crystal ball would be kind of cool, but like, and it would help with like mapping if we don't get curses. Because I don't think we got Black Candle. I think the last run we did. Anyways, as I was saying, as I see, I don't know if it was like before school was starting or it was after school, but like I saw him and another friend like out there with their arms kind of like, you know, tucked in, shivering and cold. And they would even do that in the winter. They would wear short sleeve shirts and shorts and stuff like that and just freeze out there in the winter. Another thing too, like he would like, oh, so he would like have also, he would use like safety pins to kind of deck himself out, like on his clothes to make it look, you know, extra fancy. It's part of his setup. And so that was that. And he just, he did that for a while. As well as some other kids, which I forgot who else was doing that. Now, my ex, she did that only in community college. And so she, which was really weird because, like, you'd think she'd do it, like, in middle school or something. You know, in that early transition phase with teenager, pre-teen to teen, you know? You know, rebel against the parents, you know? Nah, she was doing that, but then, but there was a twist to it. So, like, she was doing it more to get attention from the other guys, including me. And, well, yeah, I'll admit it worked. But, then she kind of got out of that phase. I know what she was trying to do. And yeah. I mean, she had like, I don't know, I think a black blouse or something. I'm trying to remember. And then she had like, what is it? Was it fishnets you call them? For like, it's like leggings, but it's like, it's got like holes and stuff, like a fishnet. Catching a whale or something. She was kind of like that then. And yeah, I mean, there's that. And black lipstick, black eyeliner, all that shebang. I didn't recall like many girls that were like that in high school and stuff, or grade school, so she was doing something that was kind of a rare thing to see in the wild. I mean, I have stories about my ex too. I'm not going to talk about it, just some wild stuff. But you know, I'll let that piece, you know, of me just dissipate. Instead of trying to bring it back here again. But, hopefully not come back. But you never know. Anyways, let's just see what else. I mean, there's a couple of twins that went to my school. I think they dressed about the same when they were in grade school. It's generic stuff. Like, more in the lines of, like, you know, like jeans or something, and then just kind of a fancy-ish sweater or something to make them look like they're, like, highly educated and, you know, someone like fresh out of Harvard. I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. I've seen kids that were wearing, like, name brand stuff. That was another thing, too, is, like, yeah, name brand stuff. That reminds me of another thing, too, which was, like, so we had, like, a bunch of rules, of course, you know, K through 12, about what we can and can't wear. And then occasionally I see, like, someone in school wearing something they're not supposed to. And then there's some times where I've seen teachers kind of come out of nowhere, out of the shadows, and be like, you can't wear that, turn it inside out. And there were very few, too, that refused and they had to leave over a shirt, or at least replace the shirt. just different things. You can't have beer logos. So that encourages the youth to do drugs. I mean, I think at this point, a lot of these teens have been doing drugs, like alcohol, up to this point. I know a few. But, I mean, I kind of did too, but that was like, because my aunt was drunk and she couldn't taste anything. And she wanted me to try some wine. So technically, that was alcohol. It was nasty. I didn't have like Budweiser or anything. I didn't go all out either. She did. She drank that whole bottle and like it was just water. But anyways, going back with fashion. Yeah, it was just like, you got all these rules. You don't want to be a negative influence, I guess, for the other students if you got a beer logo on or a naked woman on you. I mean, I prefer just seeing the naked woman when I'm in class, I guess. But that's just my preference, I guess. Everyone's got different preferences, but just a little eye candy. But there we go. And what else I've seen? I found a photo, or refound a photo. I think I might have scanned to my computer. In grade school, about like the Halloween like get together thing. So like, I totally forgot I did this thing. I forgot like who was dressing what and stuff. It's weird. Thank God for photos. But like, so I guess everybody was like on the blacktop. That's what they call it. So there's like this huge blacktop that's got like just whatever, mostly a blacktop. And then alongside the blacktop there is like you know, the playground stuff for the wood chips and everything. So we were all on the blacktop. All the students and stuff, and I guess they're just kind of mingling and talking and having their own fun time. I don't remember a whole lot, and I just like look at the photos. Like, that's the funny thing. Like, I remember the students, but I don't remember like a lot of the stuff that's going on in school to a degree. It's crazy how memory works. I mean, for kids, it was pretty reasonable for the costumes. It looked like, I mean, no one's gonna go out and like get an expensive like outfit just for like grade school, unless the parents got money. But that town, no. Most of everyone was poor, unfortunately. But I guess there's another photo too, somewhere of me. I guess I dressed a couple of times, where I was dressed up as a conductor for a train. My sister was like, I think Freddie? Let's see. Yeah, Freddie. I think she was Freddie. Because she had like this red striped shirt, red and black striped shirt, like long sleeve, you know, thing. And she had like other stuff going on. I didn't see any claws, so maybe she's a scarecrow? But that was like a long time ago. That was like, she was itty bitty. And I was itty bitty. And yeah. Of course, you know, with all these dress codes and stuff, then you get stuff to where it's like people are just kind of getting on the edge of the line with stuff like that, so they don't know whether it's questionable or not. Like the women, for example, you know, they were like decked out with their accessories and showing off more of their accessories, if you know what I mean. But they I mean, it's just attention is what it is, really. That's whatever. Well, you know, low-cut tees and stuff like that, you know. Whatever. I ain't here to judge you. Man, I sound like an old pervert saying that. I ain't here to judge you. Just here for the show. Now I'm sounding like a little like Bill Clinton now. That's even creepier. Man, what else? Like, I'm trying to like think back. What everyone was dressing like and stuff. I mean, you know, you get the typical era, like haircuts and stuff. Of course, so there ain't much going on there. I haven't seen any students dressed in rags, so I guess that's a thumbs up. Or like plastic bags or whatever boxes. I haven't seen any of that, so hallelujah, I guess. The system worked, guys. There we go. Now, what do we get in the chest? We'll find out on next episode. Haha. I'm gonna leave you hanging. Ooh. Haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in ages. Ooh, that's good too. That's good. They're pretty reasonable. Alrighty. So we got. Thank you, Infamy. What's my philosophy of clothes? Like dress codes? I mean, whatever. I'm like done with that. To an extent. Except for like work and stuff, but like aside from that, like whatever. I've heard about some students like in different schools that had like more of an extreme set of, you know, dress codes and stuff to like have long pants and, you know, t-shirt, but it's like a specific color to kind of match the school's like, I think colors, school colors. It's weird. That'd be kind of annoying. Gotta make sure everyone's not revealing their little bits. Or big bits, whatever. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Like clothes, fashion. Went from like this extreme to another. I could have talked. I could have bored you and talked to you about color compositions and stuff I've learned about, like, oh, it's, when you have these kind of set of colors, you know, in this kind of set, in this kind of way, it's called this kind of set, which I don't even remember. And there's like a bunch of these suckers, and I'm like, forget that. I'm not here to like educate you to do that kind of stuff. This is not like a graphic design class here. But like to a degree, like I know like color schemes and what kind of works best and what kind of doesn't, and what she was wearing with, you know, dark olive green pants, not that dark, with like, well, it's kind of dark, but then not as dark as like say the color black, to where it would have made more sense, because green and pink, what in the world are you thinking? You just wake out of bed and be like, I gotta get these on and just do my thing stat, you know? Whatever that. Life's just a mystery. As Forrest Gump was once said, it's like life is. Let's see, what was it? Now I'm screwing up the quote. Life is just like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, that's it. So for me, I didn't expect like get to see a woman that was dressed in the unusual like that. And it has nothing to do with her being blonde, though, because that that's a different topic for a different day. And I'm not getting into that prickly mess. All I say with that is, like, I don't think hair color, honestly, has anything to do with intelligence. Unless you dye it. Well, I don't know. I think with dyeing it, it's more leaning towards, like, something else. Stereotypical, I guess. I don't know. For me, like, if I see a woman with spiked, like, blue hair and they shave both sides, I'm thinking, you got, like, parental issues. Not parental issues, you got parent issues, or, like, you want to beat the system. I don't know. Of course, here I am stereotyping about someone with spiked blue hair that's a woman that shaved both sides of their head. Like it's like biker gang or something. Or a neo-Nazi. Anyways, thanks for watching. That was a good episode. It got a little spicy with the topics. A little hot. But, you know, that's my wisdom with clothes and stuff, I guess. Fashion. Yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.